Today on Rappler. The Philippine Coast Guard condemns China's attempt to block the evacuation of sick personnel from the West Philippine Sea. Volcanic smog affects areas near Taal volcano due to high sulfur dioxide emissions. Bamban Mayor Alice Guo asks the Ombudsman to rescind her suspension due to an alleged lack of strong evidence. Spain requests the World Court to intervene in South Africa's genocide case against Israel. And Dua Lipa is coming back to the Philippines for her Radical Optimism tour. The Philippine Coast Guard condemns what it calls China's barbaric and inhumane attempt to block and harass a Philippine mission to evacuate sick personnel from the West Philippine Sea. Videos of the May 19 incident show China Coast Guard boats sailing close to Philippine vessels before issuing what seems like a warning via speaker. Two larger PCG ships were also close by. PCG spokesperson Commodore J. Tariela says, despite informing the Chinese via radio and the public address system about the humanitarian nature of the mission, the Chinese still engaged in dangerous maneuvers and even intentionally rammed a Philippine vessel. Tariela adds the Filipinos still successfully outmaneuvered the Chinese vessels. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. previously said the death of a Filipino in those waters would be reason to invoke the Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States. Volcanic smog or VOG affects areas near Taal volcano in Batangas due to high sulfur dioxide emission from the volcano's main crater. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology or PHIVOC says hazy conditions were reported over these areas. For 2024 alone, the average gas emission so far is 8294 tons per day. Citing weather forecaster Pag-asa, PHIVOC says winds in the volcano area could weaken in the coming days that may cause SO2 to accumulate. PHIVOC warns prolonged exposure to volcanic SO2 can cause irritation in the eyes, throat, and respiratory tract. People with asthma, lung disease, and heart disease, the elderly, pregnant women, and children may be particularly sensitive. Residents are advised to stay indoors, close doors and windows, and use face masks. Bamban Mayor Alice Guo asked the Ombudsman to rescind her suspension, asserting none of her actions broke any laws. Guo's 31-page motion for reconsideration challenges the Ombudsman's May 31 order, suspending her for 6 months due to lack of strong evidence of guilt. The motion says the allegations are based on mere surmises, speculations, and opinions. The Department of Interior and Local Government earlier said their complaint against the Bamban mayor falls under the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. But the graft complaint was not mentioned in the Ombudsman's suspension order. Guo greenlit the business permits of Zun Yuan Technology Incorporated, a Pogo accused of human trafficking. Guo is also connected to the Bamban Pogo as one of the original owners of Baofu Land, the company that owns the compound where Zun Yuan operates. Guo insists she has divested from Baofu Land. Spain requests to intervene in South Africa's genocide case against Israel's actions in Gaza at the International Court of Justice. Spain joins a small number of countries that wish to intervene, including Ireland. Spain and Ireland, along with Norway, officially recognized the Palestinian state last week. Spain's Foreign Minister José Manuel Álvarez says Madrid wanted to support the ICJ, including an order to Israel to cease its military operation in Rafah in southern Gaza. The ICJ is the highest United Nations legal body that deals with disputes between states. The ICJ's judge's order to Israel last month to immediately halt its military assault on Rafah was a landmark emergency ruling following South Africa's case against Israel, accusing it of genocide. Israel dismissed the accusations of genocide as baseless, arguing operations in Gaza are self-defense and targeted Hamas militants. Dua Lipa is coming back to the Philippines for her Radical Optimism tour. The show will be held on November 13 at the Philippine Arena. Live Nation Philippines releases the seat plan and ticket prices for the show on Thursday, June 6. The pre-sale is set for Monday, June 10 at 10 a.m., while tickets will be available to the general public starting Tuesday, June 11 at 12 p.m. Dua will also visit Jakarta, Singapore, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, Taipei, Tokyo, and Seoul for the Asia leg of the tour. The British-Albanian singer is best known for her hits Don't Start Now, New Rules, Houdini, and Levitating. She released her third studio album, Radical Optimism, on May 3. Dua last performed in the Philippines in 2018. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.